Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Another class that we have to look at is in B2C is these three classifications: convenience, shopping and specialty. Now, convenience means we often also call them staple products. Staple products are products that you consume every day. These are actually mostly products that go towards our subsistence. So, food products, beverages are good examples of convenience products. And obviously, as you can see here, because we are consuming it almost every day, these products have a high frequency purchase process, because you are consuming it every day. Usually per unit value is low, just as like a packet of biscuit or a kg of wheat. A cup like this, these are the cup may be in the next category, which is shopping. So, shopping products like this cup is you do not actually buy it every day. You will buy it, it will be used for some time, but these are fragile, this may break after some time, then you may have to buy again. Now, you can see the distinction that when you buy a cup versus when you buy say sugar, the sugar you are buying for everyday consumption, you will not spend that much of time, what we call involvement in making that purchase decision. So, which means that from left to right on this convenience, shopping, specialty, the consumer's involvement in decision making flows from a lower level to a higher level, which means that decisions taken for shopping products like this cup may entail more search for information, may mean some discussion, because you may actually try to buy a cup which is if this has broken, then the next one you want to buy, you want to see that your crockeries have the similar kind of designs. So, there are some flow and compatibility and such issues. So, which means you will be spending more time in making that decision. So, this will be a higher level of involvement, higher level of knowledge exchange, information seeking. And finally, we have clothes, this kind of household stuff, these are shopping products. So, these are again relatively lower priced, but purchased less frequently, but even then it reasonably frequently. So, like your shoes, for example, you will buy it, maybe you will not buy a shoe every day, but you will buy it maybe every year or every 2 years, and you will may apply a little bit more decision making in buying what kind of shoe, for what purpose, for what design, for what style. And then finally, we come specialty products, where actually we spend like a car will be a specialty product, where the decision making even at a consumer level may involve consultation. You will seek more information when you are buying a car as opposed to when you are buying crockery. And so, this is higher level of involvement, higher level of knowledge exchange, higher level of information seeking, higher ticket value, meaning the price that you pay, and bought. If you buy this every year, you will buy a car maybe every 5 years or 7 years or 10 years. So, you can see therefore, as you move from left to right, the level of involvement changes, the level of complexity or information seeking or knowledge exchange enhances, and also the price per unit goes from lower to higher, and frequency of buying goes up from higher to lower, and so on. So, you can as you apply your mind to these three classes, you can see how different they are, but in terms of their elements that customer that satisfies customers, those remain the same. That means you need to make good products, you need to be you need to associate them with good services so that they can perform the customers' jobs more efficiently, more effectively. So all those aspects remain the same across the spectrum. We then come to some aspects of product management. We will discuss some of these in more detail in later sessions, like a product line. So for example, biscuits from a particular company, again I will use that example, or tea from a particular company, they may have different types of tea. You may have Earl Grey, you may have breakfast tea, you may have green tea, you may have herbal tea, you may have tea from Assam, which is considered to be sort of strong liquor, less flavor, or it may be from Darjeeling, which is high in flavor but less in liquor. So there will be different properties, and all put together will be the product line. The tea range from say Lipton or Brook Bond or Tata Tetley and so on. So these are brands. Under the brands there are therefore a line or variants of products. So product line may also mean product variants, and this is needed because the growth potential for a single product will be more limited than a range of products. So you are still fulfilling the same purpose as tea, as a beverage, as a casual beverage, but you are responding to different tastes, you are responding to different sections of customers, you are responding to different profile of customers, and that allows you different avenues for growth. So this is the product line concept. Then product mix. Product mix are there will be like a mix width, as we discussed. Say for example, some of these beverage companies have so many different types of products, so that is the width, and within the same product there may be different sizes, packages, and there may be different types of Assam tea from the same company. Some may be in the form of granules, some may be in the form of leaves. So this is actually what we call width and length, and then all put together it gives us the dimensionality of the product mix coming from a particular company. Making this product mix decision, again this is an important part of what we call the marketing mix. That means how we take our strategic decisions with respect to resource allocation in marketing. When we discuss that, we will discuss more about how we make product mix decisions, but fundamentally we make a judicious mix of depth, length, width and so on, so that we can respond to all kinds of market opportunities. And when a particular say a biscuit company introduces variants, so you have normal biscuit, then you introduce say for digestive, which is a high fiber biscuit used usually in the morning and to give you the necessary food balance of higher fiber products. So that will be line extension, we are extending the line. But if along with biscuits a particular company now start offering some maybe condiments like jam or cheese, then that will not be line extension, but that will be expansion, that will be a different series. And last concept for this session that I want to introduce is this concept of product life cycle. That means just like us, like almost everything in this world, we have evolution. We have initial production, it is like birth of a product line, and then that product becomes popular, more people buy that product, more products are produced, so we have growth, and then after some time that product may not be fashionable, that product may not be that useful, something else might have come, and therefore that product then kind of matures and declines. So exactly not similar, because it is not that the matured people or older people are no longer required, but here in products what happens is, as you can see, say for example, say this lightweight carry-on bags, and often these introduction of new products, this introduction stage happens due to changes in regulations. Like for example, all airlines changed their baggage allowance from 20 kilograms to 15 kilograms. In many places, in some countries, you have to actually pay extra for the check-in luggage, even up at 15 kg. You are only allowed a carry-on handbag, which may be allowed up to 7 kilograms or 9 kilograms. So as you can see, earlier at 20 kilograms, you did not bother so much about the weight of the bag itself, or the bag earlier used to, you had porters who will carry they were professional carriers. But today in most cases we do not have porters. In so many countries it is almost impossible to have people, because it is very expensive as service, and so we need very lightweight bags which can be handled by even children or people more lesser capable people. So we have now these introduction of 4-wheel 360-degree turn, very lightweight bags, and as you will see, lot of new evolution happening there. So for example, we can have the same structure, you can sometimes carry it like a backpack, you can sometimes wheel it, you can sometimes sling it, and all these introductions are coming due to changes in regulations, changing in traveling style, changing in consumer taste, and so on. There will be growth phases like say free Wi-Fi or HD TV or LEDs, LED TV. These are all growth products at the moment, but after some time they may become mature, like the microwave oven, or for example the MP3 player used to be so popular. Just even when Apple introduced iPod, it was actually an evolved form of the MP3 player. It distinguished itself because it did very good integration of the hardware and software, the product itself with the software through iTunes, or the customer interface. That is where the design aspect comes. But today MP3 players, however well designed, are no longer in vogue. Say iPod is actually now an obsoleted product, because all those features have already been absorbed by the iPhone. Similarly, a product may get absorbed in another product, two products classes may get merged. For example, earlier people had cameras and people had phones. Now they have got merged, and even the digital camera, which came later, the normal film camera, the digital camera sales are also declining, because the phone cameras are becoming more and more capable. So this is that makes products evolve, technologies, changing tastes, changing pattern of demands can actually now make tablets of new types far more growth oriented than even laptops, which at one time actually replaced desktops or actually complemented desktops for different type of functions. And of course, you can have products in decline like wired phones or pagers. Some of you might not have even seen a pager, or very big size, bulky desktop computer. Nowadays, desktop computers don't have a separate tower and a screen, they are all in one. Everything has been compacted, so you take less space, the workstations can be better designed, and so on. So, products evolve, services evolve, together the way customers' purposes are fulfilled evolve. But remember always that all these are driven primarily by the choices made by customers. So, understanding customers is extremely important. Their changing requirements are extremely important if we have to manage the product life cycle well. I have a couple of slides here to explain in a little bit more detail what is the introductory stage, what is the growth stage, and we will later on see how our strategies of managing this growth will have to be well understood, so that we can be relevant even at the decline stage. So, it is not that our even actually the normally when we draw, you see on the x axis we have time. This shows the cumulative sales and profits, but at an individual level, even at the maturity stage, as we will see later on, because of the change in market structure, because of the shakeouts that happen, even at the decline stage, there are companies who with clever planning and strategy can make money. The life cycle can, however, be extended. For example, the purpose for which we need something like a camera and the purpose for which we need something like a phone, those purposes will remain the same, but will evolve. They may come together to create a different class of products, and we are seeing these days these boundary overlaps continuously, because like TV and computers are now getting integrated. So, we have this smart TVs which can also be used as a computer. So, we have this what we call a battle going on for the screen at your home. Which screen? Your tablet, your phone, your TV, your computer, there is a battle going on, and the products are evolving in response to those changes in the customer's demand profile. So, we will discuss challenges coming out of these evolutions, challenges coming out of these integration in different ways between tangible and intangible aspect, between hardware and software, and we will see how we manage today this high velocity of change, which is as people say that the number of products, variants, completely new products, services introduced in the last 10 years will be far more than introduced over the last 100 years. So, that is why today's world is a high velocity world, and understanding the challenges in the goods and services, challenges coming in the product market, and how to respond to them will be the keynote of the different discussions that we will be having over the next 4 weeks. Thank you.